Most people view gentrification as whites moving into the ghettos and making the prices go up. And this is incorrect. Gentrification is way more sinister than that. Now you have the high class, the middle class, and the low class areas. Every 10 years or so, the cost of living is raised. This causes the high class to fall to the middle class, and the middle class to fall to the low class. And the low class are displaced because there's no class below low. And so the low class are displaced and placed into shelters, hotels, or either forced to move to another state. Gentrification is not white people moving into the ghettos and causing the prices to go up. Gentrification is a price rise game intended to get rid of the lower class. Usually your non-taxpayers are those who work jobs that pay very little. It is also intended to get rid of middle-class blacks and upper-class blacks. So gentrification is a price rise game intended to get rid of the lower class, all of the lower class, as well as the middle-class blacks and upper-class blacks. Yes, it targets blacks. Now, white people know this gentrification game. So when the prices rise, they come down a class. Blacks are unaware. So when prices rise, they stay in their class, trying to maintain. And this is how the upper class blacks and middle class blacks become displaced, just like the lower class. They do not know to come down. They do not know this is all a strategic monopoly system game. It targets the blacks because we live above our means and we do not work together and we do not understand the systematics. Example: prices rise. The high-class whites move into the middle-class neighborhoods to retain their wealth. Middle-class whites move into the lower-class neighborhoods. This is the ghettos. In the low class, these are those in the ghettos, become displaced, placed into shelters or hotels, or they have to relocate to a cheaper state because they cannot afford the price rise. Because now their low class neighborhood is in a middle class price range. If you do not have Section 8 or low income housing, and that's not even good enough, but if you do not have that, when it's time to renew your lease, you will be displaced because of the price rise. Meaning, your lower class apartment will now be in the middle class price range. And because there's no class lower than the low class, you will become displaced. Now, those blacks in the middle class areas, when the price rises and the middle class now is in the upper class price range, they will stay in their class and try to maintain. Now, because the middle class is now upper class priced, they will destroy their credit and savings trying to maintain, and because of that, they will become displaced. Because they do not know to cash out and move down a class, they will eventually become displaced just like the lower class. And so it's the same with the upper class. They will try and maintain their wealth in their class, and in that they will destroy their credit and savings and eventually become displaced just like the lower class and the middle class. By 2024,